In the last video, we have managed to create a new Android emulator. In this video, we are going to create a sample Flutter project right from the command line. The purpose of this is just to verify that we can run Flutter on Android. Going forward, we will see how to configure Android Studio and Visual Studio Code so that we can run Flutter directly from there, rather than from the command line. In any case, I think it's useful to know how to run Flutter from the command line, and so this is what we're going to do in this video. First of all, we need to open a new command prompt. So to do that, we're going to tap on the search bar and type cmd, and we can use this to start a new command prompt. And if you remember, when we installed the Flutter SDK, we installed it into cd documents, which was our folder. And we can see the Flutter directory over here. So what we are going to do is to start creating some Flutter apps in here. So to do that, we're going to create a new folder called apps. So here I'm going to type in mkdir space apps and then cd apps to move into that directory. And of course, if you want, you can choose a different directory on your machine. Now we're going to use the flutter create command to create a new Flutter project. So I'm going to type in flutter space create, and then I'm going to create an example application. So I could name it, for example, example underscore app, like this. And the next thing that is going to happen is that Flutter is going to create our project, and it's going to need to pull some dependencies to do this. So I'm going to let the command run for a little bit, and then I will come back once this is ready to go. And so it looks like Flutter has now created our example app project, and so we can cd into our example app folder, and from here we can type flutter space run. And this should run our sample Flutter app in the Android emulator. So this might take a little bit of time, so I'm going to pause the video and resume when the app is running. Our Flutter application has been built and is now running on the Android emulator, and this means that our setup is working. In summary, on this video we have seen how to create a new project with the flutter create command, and we have also seen how to run a Flutter app with the flutter run command. In the next videos, we are going to see how we can configure Android Studio and Visual Studio Code for coding with Flutter so that we don't need to use the command line. And there's a very good reason for that, because both Android Studio and Visual Studio Code are great development environments for Flutter, and we will see how powerful and productive they are in this course.